As more of the world's population gets vaccinated, travel could make a comeback as countries begin to welcome back tourists. Here's a guide to the destinations that are beginning to open their borders to travelers who have received the full vaccine. Belize. Travelers to Belize will no longer have to take a pre-departure COVID-19 test, so long as they received both the shots of a government-approved vaccine at least 2 weeks before arrival. Next is Cyprus. From May 1, 2021, British travellers who can provide proof of vaccination on arrival in Cyprus will no longer need a negative COVID-19 test. But not all countries are welcome to start. It remains dependent on nationalities based on the risk of transmission. Estonia. On arrival, travellers must present a valid vaccination certificate that discloses where the vaccine was made, which vaccine was used, the issuer of the vaccine, and the batch number of the vaccine. US citizens are not currently allowed to enter. Georgia. As of February 1, 2021, citizens from all countries are permitted to enter Georgia by air on the prerequisite that they can prove that they received the 2 doses of any of the COVID-19 vaccine. Iceland. Travellers from a country belonging to the European Economic Area or Switzerland and those who can prove they've been vaccinated will be exempt from testing and quarantine requirements on arrival into Iceland. Travellers must be able to provide a vaccination certificate showing where, when and which vaccines were given. This must include the manufacturer and batch lot. Lebanon. As of January 1, 2021, arrivals into Lebanon who can prove they've received a COVID-19 vaccine will be exempt from having to quarantine. As a precautionary measure, arrivals will still be expected to take a PCR test. Travellers will still need to take a PCR test at least 96 hours before you travel. Lithuania. Fully vaccinated travellers will be exempt from taking a PCR test and self-isolation. US citizens are currently not allowed to enter Lithuania. Poland. Travellers with a COVID-19 vaccination certificate will be exempt from quarantine. Unvaccinated travellers can still travel to Poland and be exempt from self-isolation with a negative PCR test taken within 48 hours. Romania decided to lift the required quarantine, but there's a caveat. Travellers must be able to show that their second dose of the vaccine was at least 10 days before arrival. Seychelles. Travellers must be fully vaccinated at least 2 weeks before travel. If the vaccine requires 2 doses, both must be completed, a minimum of 2 weeks before travel, in addition to a certificate of a negative PCR test taken within 72 hours of travel will also be requested on arrival. Other countries to keep an eye on: France. Citizens from Australia, South Korea, Israel, Japan, New Zealand, Singapore and the UK will no longer need a compelling reason to travel to France as of May 17. Greece. In addition to vaccinated travellers, Greece is planning on allowing visitors who haven't been vaccinated but instead have antibodies or a negative test for COVID-19. So, where will you travel? Let us know.